All right, you guys, it's time to finally take down all of this Christmas decor. I am a girly who does not go into the new year with their Christmas tree and all of the holiday decor up. I want to be organized. I want my place to be neat, clean, decluttered, all of the things, because that's the last thing I want to do at the beginning of the year is to have to do so much work taking down all of this stuff and putting it all away and organizing and doing all the things. That's why I like to put my Christmas tree up earlier, because I want to take my Christmas tree down earlier. Let me know what kind of girly you guys are. Are you somebody who likes to keep their Christmas tree up into the new year, or are you guys just like me who like to take it down literally the next day right after Christmas? As I take down all of the ornaments and ribbon and tinsel and all of the things off of the tree, I do realize that I need to get a new storage bin. The one that I currently have at the top has a huge hole in it just because I do have to sit the tree on top of it in the closet. But I also need to declutter and go through some of this stuff. I feel as if some of it is stuff I can get rid of, throw out to make more space. All right, so it is day 2 of taking all the Christmas decorations down. So I'm gonna go with the advent calendar, and then I just have to take down the small village over there. And for the most part, we are done kind of like undecorating for Christmas. Riley decided that she wanted to keep her Christmas tree up just a little bit longer, which is fine. But her room is definitely the next room that we need to tackle.
All right, so now it's time to tackle Riley's room. And I think I might keep her Christmas tree door, well, not Christmas tree. I think I'm going to keep her door the way it is right now. Also, remember, she wants to keep her tree up, but I just need to organize all of her things. I do want to adjust her bookshelf. She got a ton of books for Christmas, which is really, really good, but I do want to at least take down that Christmas decor that we used to decorate. And I feel like I want to switch things up just slightly. So I am not the biggest fan of having the bookshelf upright. It allows for more room. We're able to put her kitchen and, you know, all the play stuff in here. So what I was almost thinking, and I honestly have no idea if either one is going to work, but we're going to give it a try today. What I was thinking about doing was taking the bookshelf, putting it on its side, and possibly putting it underneath her bed. I probably won't be able to put anything under it, but at least we have the full storage, especially when we do toy rotation, which she wants to do. So we might do that today too. Or I was thinking of seeing if the play kitchen stuff might fit underneath the bed. And then this way they kind of have like a whole like kitchen, you know, house, little house area type of thing, which I think would be cute, especially with us having like this kind of like the ice cream shop or, you know, whatever, but making it kind of like a whole house thing. But again, I'm not quite sure if all of this stuff is going to fit under there. So we are going to see how that works. But the first things first, I just really need to tidy up the room. As you guys can see, it is a hot mess. Yesterday, I did spend some time actually like organizing her things. So I put them into bags. Yes, some Barbies don't have heads on them, but we have finished a couple. So here is one of her Barbies that we rerouted. I feel as if I showed you guys or shared with you, that's something that Riley's into now. And I literally organized this entire bin of all the accessories for Barbie. So everything is nice, neat, and organized. This is going to be something that we are packing up when we do toy rotation. And then I kind of did the same thing, organized most of her dolls here. I went through all of her coloring supplies, all of that kind of stuff, organized that bin. This bin didn't really need to be organized. I didn't have any space for this doll, so I just put her in here. But this is just the magnet tile. So all I have to do is just put them back in that bin. So I tried to organize a little bit yesterday, but now it's basically just finishing everything else up and kind of just getting this room back in order.
So originally I was going to clean, declutter, do all the things in her room, and then also do toy rotation. But honestly, after not being able to clean too often just because I was traveling for 2 weeks, then I got sick, and it's a hot mess, to be honest. And you know, Christmas came, she got tons of presents, so I just figured that I would take the time with her tomorrow to go through all of her toys, do the toy rotation, because I do actually find that we do toy rotation so much quicker when she helps. Also, I'm able to get her input on things, which is really nice as well. The fact that I took out time the day before when we were just hanging out, watching TV, to declutter and really organize some of her bins already really helped me out this particular day, because guys, when I tell you the little itty bitty pieces of toys, Barbies, you know, all of the things were absolutely everywhere. So this did help cut down on a lot of time of us going through everything, because honestly, I don't even know how long it would have taken us if I also had to organize all of her things as well. So I figured this is the best time to kind of prep for toy rotation the next day, so that this way I didn't really have to go through anything. I kind of just needed to switch out toys.
All right, so thankfully we were able to fit this underneath the bed, which then opens up this corner right here. I don't want to like add anything else really to it. Just be able to move the play kitchen probably over a bit and adjust that there. I think she does still want her Christmas tree out, so we could probably put it in that corner right there. But I just personally like it horizontally better than vertically, just because when we're doing toy rotation, I have that top shelf to be able to, you know, display the toys and stuff like that. Finished look of her room. So I was able to fit everything across this wall. She also got this little shopping cart for Christmas as well, and then behind the door is going to be her scooter. So I think this is so much better. The only downfall is I have no space to put like all of the stuff that was actually on that like cubicle, but we're making it work. And then clearly under here we have all of her toys and stuff. I do still need to do toy rotation, but that's definitely going to be another day. And then over here we have her little Christmas tree, and then all of her books on the wall. I did almost think about taking this out and putting that in the corner, but I figure let me just keep that here. I was thinking also putting like maybe some toys in there, but I almost feel like it's better to keep the clothes in the closet. But this is her updated room. Right, so one of the things that I really want to take more seriously in 2024 is definitely budgeting my money. I am able to save every single month, but I know I can do better. And funny enough, I actually feel as if I was more on my A game when it came to finances when I was going into the office. And I honestly have no idea why, because I'm still sitting at a desk. It's just in my home, but for some reason I feel as if, like, not saying my finances have slipped, but I want to be even more intentional about them. I remember back in the day, I used to have a set budget. I want to say I gave myself about $100 every single week. And granted, this was before having a child, so I do know that those type of things do need to be adjusted. But I had a set budget when it came to grocery shopping. At that point, I was spending about $50 roughly a week for 2 people. But again, now all of that stuff does need to be adjusted, even though it is still 2 people. But you know, Riley eats a whole lot more snacks than I feel as if the typical like adult would necessarily snack. But I want to really hone in on budgeting, because I truly feel that we're going to get a house soon. You know what I mean? And I need to start preparing now so that when we do have that additional expense, and especially with, you know, the way the economy is, that mortgage payment is going to be more than it traditionally would, just because of the interest rates and all of that stuff. And thankfully for my job, I am, you know, making good money, but I want to just be able to save more and put more into my high yield savings account, and just save on a monthly basis, you know, cut back on frivolous spending, cut back on eating out, and, you know, doing all the things and cooking more at home. And I do want to adjust and get back into falling in love with cooking again, and, you know, all of the things. So I ended up picking up this budget planner off of Amazon. I will have it linked down below for you guys. I feel as if when I've talked about finances before, we were talking about the digital aspect of it. I do have a digital tracker, which I can link down below for you guys as well. But I feel as if I wasn't even really using it, and I need to figure out something that is going to work for me. So I decided to get this. I'm not going to fill out like my financial goals or anything like that, but I do want to at least start writing down all of my bills that I have to pay every single month. And also I really want to track all of my subscriptions and see where I can cut back on certain subscriptions, because, you know, you kind of go into or sign up for certain subscriptions and then maybe you don't use it as often. It's like, well, why don't we just kind of cancel it? You know what I mean? So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to use my phone. I'm going to get all of my bills and everything like that. I'm also going to put in what my current paycheck is and go from there and see where I can save more, where I can cut back, all of the things. So that is what we're doing. We are going to be getting financially stable, or, you know, upping our game. All right, so I was able to put in as much as I possibly could right now. When it comes to like gas and groceries, I think I need to see what I spend in January and kind of put that on the daily expenses so I get a better idea as to anytime I go to the grocery store, anytime I get gas, and see what that looks like. But as far as my like monthly expenses, what's coming in, and also just like my monthly like subscriptions, I honestly thought I had more monthly subscriptions, but I really don't have too many. I think I'm in a better place than I thought. I think where I'm spending a lot of my money is going out to eat, especially when we're on the run, busy day, trying to get Riley to and from her after school activities. We don't always necessarily have the opportunity to sit down and, you know, make food for her before we go. So I do need to budget that, whether it's like $50 a month or whatever it is. And it's like, once you use your $50, that's it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge myself in January, and I'm going to do the no spend January. So on my list when it comes to no spend is I have to clearly pay all of my bills. I am going to figure out a grocery budget every single week. I think that, or maybe I just do a monthly one, but I think maybe every single week might be good, figuring out what that is going to look like. And with inflation and all of the things, I definitely need to be mindful of that, whether it's $100 every single week or maybe like 75-ish, because some weeks are, you know, a little bit beefier than others, and I'm going to tally that up. So stick within my budget when it comes to grocery shopping, so I'm not just pulling things off of the shelf. And then also give myself just a weekly budget where it's like, oh, you know, if you wanted to get that, if I want to get, you know, something small here and there, keeping all of that in mind. So having a budget when it comes to gas, groceries, and then just putting myself on a budget. I think I could definitely get away with like $100 a week. I think that would help cover, you know, any little things for Riley when it comes to school and all of that kind of stuff. Any little thing for me is going to have to fall into that $100 bucket. Gas would be a little bit different. Groceries is going to be its own budget, and then just paying my monthly expenses and nothing else outside of that. Nothing else outside of it. I really want to see how much I'm able to save just within the month of January. And I'll check back in with you guys and letting you know, because this year, well, 2024 is definitely going to be the year where I need to start taking my finances more seriously. I do want to educate myself on, you know, finances and like stocks and all of the things. So if you guys do know anything, please let me know. I know my friend's dad knows a lot, so I might even just say like, hey, like, can we, you know, meet up, or maybe he come over to her place and, you know, kind of just be able to ask those type of questions so I can thoroughly understand, because, you know, knowledge is power, and I definitely need to educate myself a lot more and not just kind of go with the flow type of thing. But I'm glad that I sat down and got all of this. I did start with a pencil. I am gonna probably rewrite everything with a pen to make sure everything's in there really, really good. And yeah, I think we are on the right track. Let me know if you guys are going to be budgeting more in 2024, or if you also want to join me on the no spend for January. I will have all of, I guess, like my specific rules listed down below in case you guys do want to follow along. But yeah, this is the year that we are going to be even more financially stable, pay off the debt that we don't really need to keep around. Thankfully, I only have one credit card, and I really don't even have that much money on it. But I do need to look into getting, you know, maybe like the rewards card of that credit card, and kind of like, you know, I guess like switch over to that. So at least like if I'm spending money on groceries or whatever it is, I can get points back and all of the things. So I need to call them and get that set up. But yeah,
it all starts with literally just writing every single thing down and really being intentional about what you're spending your money on, because it's so easy just to like swipe that daggone card. Like, it is so easy to swipe the card and then figure out like, where did my money go? I have no idea. You know what I mean? So that's that. And I definitely want to stack my money up because I definitely want to get a house. I am praying, I am hopeful. And before I even was like willing to sacrifice what I truly wanted, where I was going to just, oh, maybe like a townhouse, or maybe, no, I want a house. Like, I want a full-blown house. I want a single family house. Like, I want a backyard, and I want to be able to, you know, create a little like playhouse area for Riley. I want a basement. Like, I want all of the things, and I don't want to sacrifice what I truly want just to say I have something or to own something. So we will see, but finances is definitely the first place to start.